Hey everybody, my name is Emmy and this is my channel Frugal Money Saver. Today I want to pop on real quick to talk to you about something that is been kind of pressing on me, and it's social media envy. What is it? How we can combat it? But basically what it is looking at social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and even YouTube, and coming away feeling extremely discontent after watching it. So stick around if this sounds interesting to you. Give this a big thumbs up if you enjoy it, and let's get right to it. Social media envy occurs when we watch something or listen to something on social media that makes us feel inadequate after we're done watching it or listening to it. What do I mean by that? I mean, you watch a YouTube video about someone in a magnificent home and they give you a home tour, and you're sitting in a one-bedroom apartment that is beautiful, cared for, and paid for in full, and you start feeling anxious, you start feeling envious, and you just don't feel very good about yourself. That is what I'm talking about, and it is so prevalent today. Everywhere we look, people are posting their accomplishments, their possessions, and it ends up with us feeling less than adequate. And we spend extra money hoping that extra money on what they are showing us will make us feel better about ourselves, but we know that's not the truth. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." So think about that. To be yourself, to be who we really are in a world that is constantly trying to make us into something we're not, is the greatest accomplishment, holding true to who and what we are. I have notes here, so if I glance down. So we look at this stuff and we compare ourselves to these other people. And what happens is we're not looking at the full picture. Are you seeing the full picture into these people's homes and lives? Honestly, so much comparison is constantly going on. So what we have to do is break it down into reality. Is what you're seeing really 100% the truth? In other words, is all those beautiful possessions these people own, are they paid for in full? Or is this something that they have incurred debt to have? That big, beautiful house they have, how long is their mortgage for? How much are they paying a month? You see, we have to look at the big picture when we start comparing ourselves to other people. So we're only getting a glimpse into really only a partial view of what's really going on. That quick Instagram picture, that Facebook blip that comes on real quick, showing, you know, whatever, the brand new car, whatever it might be. Not that these things are wrong within themselves, and if you save up your money and you have paid for these things and you have worked hard and you have accomplished that, then you have done it the right way, and kudos to you. There is nothing wrong with having nice things. What I am talking about is social media envy, us looking at those things and going into debt to pursue having them. Will that designer bag make us prettier, more popular? What happens is we think by acquiring these possessions, people will see us in a different way. They will see us as, wow, she's got her stuff together. She must be wealthy. Wow, did you see that bag? Did you see the car they were driving? Oh my goodness. And so we want people to think those things about us. But in reality, you don't go into debt to be there. You don't go into debt to be something we're not. And that's what social envy is about. You come away saying, how can I be like that? How much money do I have to spend to have what she has? You know what? No amount of money, no possessions is going to make us any different than who we really are. So now, what do? We start feeling these feelings. We have to stop and remember, social envy cannot drive us into debt. That, if you take nothing away from this, take that. So what do we do to combat it? Because I can give you this scenario. Now, what do? Number one, treasure what you have. Treasure your life and what you have. Look around daily. Thank you, God. Thank you for what I have. Thank you for giving me the ability to work hard, to have the money to have this. And thank you for the people in my life I love. And health and whatever else, all the blessings that we have bestowed upon us. Number two, make a budget and stick to it. If you have a budget and you stick to it, this social media envy cannot touch you. It can't. You may have those feelings and you got to work through them, figure out where they're coming from. But if you stick with your budget, there's no room for that nonsense. None. Because it's not going to work. You're going to go outside your budget and then you're in debt. We're trying to keep you out of debt and we're trying to get you out of debt. That's our goal here. So, number three, unplug, unsubscribe, stop watching whatever you watch that is giving you these feelings. That can't be good. Unsubscribe, stop watching it and move on to something where when you come away from it, you're going to feel good about yourself and you're going to feel positive about yourself, your accomplishments, and what you have, because basically that's what it's all about. And number four, it's not a bad thing if at times we watch things and it gets us motivated. We're envious of this woman's clean house or the way this man can manicure his garden and keep it so beautiful. Those are almost healthy things. To maybe it will push us a little bit to be motivated, to clean the house a little better. I sometimes fall short on that. I'm not going to lie. Not that I am messy per se, but, I need a routine and I need to stick with it. That's who I am. I can, I'd much rather be out in the garden or, whatever instead of mopping a floor, but you have to do it. You have to. So those kind of motivational, when you come up watching something and you say, gee, I could have done that a little better. Or I watch cooking shows and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at what they've just made. I bet I could do that. There's no reason why I couldn't. So those kind of, I don't want to say that's envious. Those are motivational. Those motivate us to be the best that we can be. Does that make sense? The difference between like watching something that makes you envious and then watching something that motivates you. Social media should never, ever make you spend money you don't have or to not feel good about who you are. In a nutshell. So I hope this was uplifting. Just a quick video, little Tuesday inspiration to just make sure we're all on the same track as usual, that we're doing the best we can do. We're watching our budget. We're following our budget. And again, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. I think that's just so inspiring to be true to who we are and to stick with those budgets. So, we love you. I thank you so much for being here today. Give this a big thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and by all means, leave me a comment. Love to read your comments, love to answer them. So until our next video, we love you and we wish you blessings. Bye-bye.